And we're live. Welcome, my friend. Fucking Sound City does it like nobody else. How are we today?
What?
Sound City does it like nobody else.
Who's Sound City?
Bro, I just realised something. Something really bad.
Oh, no.
The camera's not even on.
Oh, no.
We're so fucking behind today.
Oh, well. Doesn't really matter.
I won't be facing you. It won't be in focus. Oh, my God. This is...
Get your shit together.
I'm glad I've seen that now.
We're how many deep?
This is number 17. I made the folder earlier, just before you got here for this episode.
Yep.
Typed in 17 and was like, holy shit. We are getting there.
17, almost at 20.
Alright, and there we go. We should have you on screen now. Look at that. Can we get you in any
Look at
better
that ugly
focus?
mug.
For the 17th time this year.
Not 17th. Maybe 15th.
Oh, yeah. You missed a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've had Aaron on. Alright.
I'm off to a
So
good
we are
start.
working-
Good start, missing a couple already.
Yeah. I haven't missed a single one yet.
Well, one would say it's your podcast.
One would say that.
Can they see these? Are these actually in frame?
Let's have a
The
look.
Hot Wheels?
No.
Oh.
No, the top of his head is, and on my camera not is either. We have a great deal of Hot Wheels right here. We both collect, but we've got a great deal open in a set-up display that you unfortunately can't see whatsoever. Yeah.
Nice.
So, photos will be up on the Instagram. Head over there if you want to see our cool car collection. The table does change up. We have like some cool stuff on here. Oh, okay. There we go.
Can you see them?
Yeah, that is being
There we
seen.
go. Now that should just go back somewhere.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I was going to do that because I was going to put photos up of the table anyway that we spoke
Yeah.
about last time.
Yeah.
But I quite often change it up what's on here because I spend like 90% of my time at home out here. So I was going to change it up, and so if you want to see like the cool different things I have on the table, I'm really cool. I'm really good at picking up cool weird shit and putting it in cool places. So there's bound to be some cool shit that you'll see on here. So go follow the Instagram, check that out at unknowing something else.
And share it with your friends.
Along with this.
We'll get that in now instead of at the end.
Yeah, we'll get it in
You
now.
guys
Go
have now
follow.
listened to it.
Yeah, TikTok, Instagram, at unknown something else. Like and share this with your friends and family. Over 18, of course. And enjoy.
Enjoy.
Just relax. Breathe in. Maybe you're a little bit stressed right now. Just chuck this on. Just breathe. Relax. It's okay.
It is okay.
It is okay.
It is okay.
Yeah, like, you don't have to be stressed. You choose to be. You can choose not to be. And it is just as easy as that. It makes it a lot easier to think when you're not stressed.
Oh yeah.
So if you're stressed out because of an issue, you can choose to not be stressed, breathe, calm down, and be able to think a bit straighter and work out a solution to the problem quicker.
Mm-hmm.
And probably better, too. So yeah, welcome.
Welcome.
Sound City does it like nobody else. How has your weekend been? It's Monday today. How's the weekend been?
Well, I worked. That was
Nice.
fun. What did I do? Saturday? I came to yours on Saturday, or was it Sunday?
Saturday. You came Saturday afternoonish.
Was it Saturday?
Yeah, it was. My Sunday was a complete write-off after our Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, Saturday was a mishap.
Yeah, Saturday
In ways.
sucked.
In ways, it was a mishap. It was still fun.
It was fun. We just chilled.
We tried playing PlayStation 1 games and realized that discs just aren't the same 20 years on.
Yeah,
Or
pulled out the
longer.
old PS1 and started up, chucked in the games, and they wouldn't read. We tried so many and spent so long trying, and we gave up, so we went to the next console. We went to the original Xbox and pulled out all the games and had a look and found that I couldn't find all the cables for them either. So that
And we went to the
didn't happen.
360.
Then we went to the 360. And what happened with the 360? initially. Oh, we'd found a game. We were like pretty keen to just jam it all afternoon, and we were just going to go split screen it, and then we couldn't find the second controller.
Yeah.
So that sucked too. So then we finally did find a game, and we like played all of about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That was our
Pretty
sad
much.
day. we spent too much time trying to set up what we were doing to actually do what we were doing. We should have just set up like the VR.
We should have.
And spent hours in that.
Yeah. Should have done that instead.
Yep.
Could have done Gran Turismo VR. Got some good race times in
Yeah,
it.
that would have been good. That would have been. We should just do that next week again.
Yeah.
Oh, next weekend I got my parents down. Yeah, they come down on the weekend. So it's pretty cool.
What weekend is that?
This weekend coming.
This weekend coming.
Yeah. Queen's birthday weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I fully forgot that it was Queen's birthday this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But her birthday's not this weekend.
Yeah.
Her birthday was a few weekends back.
Yeah. Because it was like the big events on this week, and I'm like, they usually only happen on public holidays. I was like, nah, surely it's not Queen's birthday yet. And then my mum texts me saying, remember, it's long weekend this weekend. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it is.
So it's pretty cool. Get a whole extra day. We get the Monday off. Should we do that? No, that won't work. 'Cause I got my parents here. I was going to say we could do that podcast that day, since everyone would have it off. But
What time did they leave?
True, I don't know. They probably leave on Monday.
Yeah, they might leave in the morning or like midday or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll find out. We might do it then. If not, we should be able to just do our normal one on Monday night.
Because it would have been just after the big event, so we can reflect on the car, or they'll be able to reflect on it a bit more.
Yeah.
To it.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's an upcoming podcast in the next couple. Probably not Wednesday's one, but maybe next week's
on
one.
a weekend.
Yeah, maybe next weekend we'll put one up. It has been requested that we do one on our opinion of the car scene.
Of New Zealand.
New Zealand car scene, and where we think it's going to go to the future. We really like that idea because we've been in the car scene before and know a lot about it and keep an eye on what's happening now. So
Yep.
yeah, we thought we'd do that, but we thought we'd do it well and have not only me and Colt on the podcast, but we'll bring Aaron on because he knows a bit, and we're going to get Tommy to come on too and have half the gang here to talk about it because we've got a lot of opinions about it. We hear them all the time from them, so that'll be quite good. So
Sneak
look out for
peek
that.
on my opinion, it's not what it used to be, and it needs to change.
Yeah, might see. Yeah, and sneak peek on my opinion. Fucking nothing's like it used to be. Everything's forever changing, and there's no right way to do it because we haven't really worked that out yet. But that's just a very broad line opinion.
We could go into hours.
It probably will be a long one.
It'll probably be. Cameras will die on it, and we won't have finished what we want to say about the car scene.
Yeah, I was going to buy more chairs this pay for everyone, and I was like, do I get more chairs, or do I get like another camera so it doesn't die, or do I have to get another mic because there's going to be 4 of us? So, yeah.
I could bring my mic.
I've got the old one.
My one's probably better than that.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, I was just going to see the
Commenter's name?
Yeah, the commenter's name. I know he's subscribed, and I know he's in the country. HM Custom Works. You need to do a podcast about your opinions on New Zealand car scene and where you think it's going to be going in the future. So yes, we will do that. We will do a nice big podcast dedicated to that. And anyone else listening, any ideas?
Because the car scene is close to our heart.
It is. Yeah.
So
watch out for that.
Has the park died down yet?
Yeah, because it's been fucking pissing down.
So we can go there now.
Yeah, we can.
And skateboard.
Went by after work today, and there was 2 people on bikes and 1 mum with a kid on a scooter, and the mum had an umbrella.
Yep.
It was pretty dead, but it was also horrendously wet. So I wouldn't recommend going down in the wet because that would be slippery as
It was
fuck.
really dark in the morning inside the houses at work this morning.
Yeah.
Because they got no lights on, and seeming it was so dark, and it was kind of foggy where we were as well. Woo, could barely see.
Actually, was a dark morning.
Yeah, I woke up. Like I saw the a sunrise, I guess, because I got an orange glow into my room for a little bit, and then it just went dark, and it got dark, and I was like, looked out, and like went to work. I'm like, it doesn't really feel like work time. It kind of feels like really early in the morning.
Yeah.
And the road was real dead.
Yeah, it was just very weird.
And I was that asshole that didn't have his lights on until I realised. I was driving like, oh yeah, my lights.
I went over the hill this morning to Carterton, and it was actually clear in Carterton, which was lucky because the job we were doing was outside. It was the only one we had of the day, and then we had to come back to the shop. But all the way from here to Greytown was just torrential rain.
Yeah.
It was horrible. Like, it was bucketing down. We are getting right into winter, my friend.
Which is good. Snow season.
Snow season, yeah. Yep.
Oh, hopefully book a week off work.
Go up to the
mountain. Stuff going up there on the weekends now is too packed.
Yep.
It might die down a little bit, seeing there's no tourism at the moment. But I used to go up there, and you might be lucky to get 6 runs in a day, and like 6 runs is 20 minutes each, and you're waiting in a queue for 30 to 40 minutes, maybe up to an hour.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah, so you want to go up on the weekdays where like you can just go up, do a run, go down to a chairlift, and go straight back up again.
And do it again, yeah.
Yeah. And seeming I spent a lot of the time in the train park, which is all the jumps and rails. They had a chairlift dedicated for that, and they took it out, and now everybody that wants to do the train park clogs up the line even more.
Damn.
And like this line goes up the mountain.
Why'd they get rid of that?
Because they put another one in to open up another part of the mountain, so they got rid of that. The other chair.
Why couldn't they just keep it?
I don't know. The train park people would have loved it.
Yeah.
They would have been the only chair I would have been on all the time, but nah. Now you got to wait in like a 40-minute queue. But the comfortable seats going up. Just leather seats, and you get a footrest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At least they're nice and comfortable. I always imagine just like shitty chairlifts from the 80s.
Oh no, the rest of them are. That's the only good one. But on the other side, they've got a gondola, and I haven't seen that one yet. So
That's Flash.
Yeah, they got a whole gondola. That
takes you from the Is it heated? We got like
probably it takes you
heating
from
in
the
there?
bottom of the mountain, I think, or midway of the mountain. I'm not sure. All the way to the top calf.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's cool.
should go up there one day.
Yeah, I haven't been up there ever. Actually,
Take you up there, and then we'll just keep on walking to the very top, and then we can have some activities at the top.
Yeah.
That'd be a view. On a good day,
That'll be a view.
If you're at the top, you'd be able to see Mount Taranaki, Mount Narahoe, and Mount Tongariro, and Ruapehu, what you're on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And probably Lake Taupo.
It's a big mountain, man.
It's a fucking lovely area out there.
It's beautiful out there.
National
Such a beautiful
Park,
place.
middle of the country, National Park is beautiful.
It is. It's so nice. Everything around there is beautiful.
And the good thing is, on the down low, the houses around there are really good because the towns are shitholes.
True.
Yep. It's really cheap to buy houses up there.
Because it's a shit place to live.
Yeah, because there's fucking nothing. You have to travel for work, but you can live in an awesome place, or you could buy a place up there and like have it as a holiday home or something. They're pretty cheap.
Yep. True. Buy a real cheap piece of land, put a tiny home on it, put like a solar panel and windmill in it, and just pay off the land real quick, and then just hunt for food and live off your land that's paid off.
Just eat roadkill.
Hunt for food and fucking live off the land and never have to work, never have to do anything.
I'd love to do that, but apparently you still have to pay rates.
Yeah, you gotta pay rates.
Which is stupid. So
Yeah.
I guess you just go onto the benefit for that.
Yeah.
You just live on the benefit.
Yeah.
Just to pay
But
rates.
what benefit would you go onto though? Because it'd be like, if you can't go on like job seekers benefits, you then have to find a job.
you're looking
Eventually.
for a job.
Yeah,
You
but
just
like,
can't
you have to like
find one.
prove that you're like. That'd be a hassle because you'd still have to go out and look and apply, and like even if you have to say you just say no in the end. I don't believe anybody does. Fucking. Yeah, you can't just trick the system like that.
I don't know. Surely there'd be a way.
Yeah.
Get a really bad mental health thing and go onto the sickness benefit for that,
Yeah, well, people do that, right? Get the sickness benefit.
for their mental health.
Yep, which is fair. It's useful. So long as it doesn't get abused,
Mm.
it's useful.
Too many people abuse the system.
Yeah.
Those lights got
These lights keep
brighter.
changing. You keep flickering, eh?
Yeah.
They just got like a real dodgy connection, like around there. I think that's all good.
Have you done any winter sport activities?
I haven't done any sport activities.
We've done walking, and running, and hiking, and
Okay.
motorbiking, and
I've
biking.
done walking and hiking, and running's one that was never like on like by choice. Any sport I did at school was never by choice, and apart from like BMX, skating, and motorbiking, like
Nothing.
yeah, nah.
I'm about the same, apart from.
I'll play golf.
Apart
Play
from.
golf.
Okay. I did swimming, and I did all the snow sports. That's it. But then everything what you said you did, I did.
Yeah, no, I never got into sports at all. I was never a sporty
Nah.
person.
Oh, I did
I was a
cricket
creative
as
person.
a kid when I lived over in Pram. I did cricket for like one season, I think. That's it.
I never played for anything. Like I
No.
played golf, but that was like because I chose to go to the golfing range and
Yeah,
to the golf club parks and stuff and play golf.
yeah. No,
I played basketball with my stepdad a lot.
I swam
never
for
for
a
a team.
team.
Yeah, you said the other day that you
Yeah.
good at swimming. I did.
Oh,
It never really like.
very
I
good.
didn't sink in the moment, but I thought about it later and was like, wait a minute. You said you were good at swimming. I didn't picture that.
I was going to national competitions in New Zealand for swimming and winning competitions.
True.
I had an Olympic coach teaching me. I had a swim team made for me,
Jeez.
and I dropped it all because I got fucking sick of staring at a black line on a pool.
Fair enough.
But I could have gone somewhere. Maybe.
Probably
Maybe
could have,
not.
but if you weren't enjoying it, what's the point?
I don't know. Yeah.
You know?
I should probably get back into it. Maybe it might strengthen up my shoulders, or it might ruin them even more. I don't know. That's the thing. I'm like, I want to try it again, but my shoulders are probably like a 80-year-old shoulders.
Fucked.
Yeah, had surgery to fix them from dislocating, and now they just feel like they're going to dislocate constantly, but never do.
Yep.
Treat your body right, kids. You've only got one.
Yeah, treat it right. I never treated mine right, and I turned out just fine somehow. So don't do that because I got lucky. Turns out no one else did. So
Yeah,
believe me when
I
I
always-
say that
always
I got lucky on that
I
one.
always go like, damn, I've ruined my body, and then I look at people that have ruined their body even more than me. I'm like, well, I'm not that far gone yet.
Yeah.
I can turn back.
Do look after yourself. It plays a huge part
Yeah.
in your health all
Like when I
round.
look at, I guess I more compare myself to like the people that are still alive and they're like 600 pounds and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, surely my weight now is not going to kill me, but god damn.
No, definitely look after yourself, people.
Yeah.
Best thing you can do.
If you're a tradie and you get told to wear knee pads, wear knee pads.
Yeah, fuck
Trust
yeah.
me, okay?
Fuck yeah.
I didn't for 2 years. My knees are fucked and I'm only 24.
Yep.
I'm
Fuck
going to need
yeah.
to get knee surgery in like the next 10 years probably.
Yep. Yeah, who cares what the fuck anyone thinks? Like, it all comes down to stigmatism at the end of the day. It literally is just stigmatism that has been built up because there's so much in the tradie scene. And since me going through this transition and still being a tradie, yeah, like 90% of tradies just do not want to come near me. But there's no stigmatism that I hold anymore. I don't have any of this, like, way I have to uphold that goes along with them because it's just how tradies are.
Yeah.
You know, like... I don't have any of that anymore because But you can do that without having to go through what I've gone through. You just fucking choose to, like.
And if an old tradie tells you something, I'd listen to him
Fuck
because he's been in the game for a long time. They've told me how to care about my body for this job because they didn't, and their body's fucked.
Yeah.
And I didn't listen, and now my knees are fucked.
Yeah. I never wore like earmuffs or ear protection for anything.
Nah,
and I had this old guy once that used to be a tradie, a retired guy, and he was telling me that I shouldn't, telling me how like his ears are fucked, and telling me like why they're fucked, and the ringing he had, and what it's called, and
tinnitus.
Yeah, told me about tinnitus, and it wasn't long after that I was like thinking about it and was like, oh wait a minute, I can't not hear this ringing that I'm consistent. Like my ears are already on their way fucked. It's not bad, but it's bad enough that I can hear it.
Yeah, I get a high pitch ringing every now and then.
Mine's consistent, doesn't go away, but it's not loud enough for me to hear it. It's only when there's silence that I hear it real loud.
Because you listen to too much hard bass.
Yeah, it is though.
No, I was like that as well, but I didn't listen to it like that for years.
Yeah, I did it for years. I
probably only did it for a couple of years, listening to music blasting in my ears.
No, I don't know what. I think I thought I was cool at one point, where I just like listened to music at full tit, and it was like the roughest of dubstep. And for years I was doing that, and when I got my cars, it just transitioned from being in headphones to being like 3 times louder in a car.
Oh, I always have my music loud on the car.
Yeah, I had a ridiculous.
I want to make sure that people on the outside can listen to the music that I'm listening to.
Yeah, well, that's what I did when I put the when I put the sub box on the Ute.
Yeah,
and everyone was like, "Why are you doing that? Can you even hear it from in there?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I can hear it loud, and so can everyone else." I used to have old mates, bro, from Unorthodox drive up next to me, and like. Fucking, I remember when I had it on one night and he just drove up with the window down. And he was like, put his ear out and he's like, yeah, just like sat there listening to it for a while. Like, it was cool. But yeah, no, I fucked my ears because of that sort of shit.
Well, I must say, one car from the drag scene, that sub van, God. Damn, that thing is cool. It's so cool.
I remember him rocking up next to me and Jono in Jayville once. Prior to him like being out of the drags heaps, and we're like, whoa, is it some wicked subs, that is his bass, and he like put his hand on and he was like, oh bro, listen to this, and just ramps it up more. Fuck yeah, it was good. No, there was nights where I very much found it annoying because there were songs he would play that did not go with how those subs were tuned. But nonetheless it was impressive.
It's a very cool
and his whole like hype for himself, like the excitement he had for how sick his van was, that was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah,
he kind of always had a smile when he had his car fucking shaking,
and every now and then he would actually let people play songs that they wanted to hear on it as well. Yeah, which is cool. Not many people will do that and say like, oh yeah, you can play your song on this then.
Yep. I know a lot of people that got so annoyed with him, got so annoyed with how loud it was and how bassy it was.
Put a smile on my face.
and like I understand to a degree, but like it's way more important things to worry about than that one. People got real irate about it at some point.
They should be worrying about whether they're going to be able to get a house or not.
Maybe not. Maybe they don't quite go there, especially not when you're at. You don't really need to be worried about that when you're out at the car meets, but like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. He's having some fun. The guy's pretty like chuffed with himself. Let him be happy. You can smile for him too. Why not? Man, our opinions on the car scene are going to be pretty funny because we're so open-minded about a lot as well.
But as you say, this might end up going around the car scene. I got to be careful what I say because I'm already sort of unknown and I'm going to be known. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, and
I have a lot of opinions that people will not like.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is that on here there will be people that will come on and people on here that will have differing opinions from a great deal of people. That's just how it is. People are like that. There is no need to cause conflict because of it. It's just someone's opinion. I'm just here to listen and here to talk with them because everyone's fucking interesting. So why not? You know,
Stay tuned for the fist fight on the, when we talk about the car scene.
see how bad it gets. We've got a whole open space out there.
We've all got multiple views, and
that'll get us views.
But we all love it.
So yeah, like I know so many people that every weekend complain about the car scene, but they're there every weekend regardless.
Yeah,
can't be that bad, right? If you still manage to get the motivation to leave your house, put fuel in your car, and go out to these things, can't be that bad. Could be better, but it can't be that bad. Come on.
Could be a lot better.
So I guess this has kind of turned into half of a car scene fucking podcast.
Here's a teaser.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of shit we're going to talk about. We need to stop talking about it because it's going to be good. It's going to be big. This podcast definitely is not. We're just here for the fun of it, as always. I still enjoy it regardless. Nothing like majors happen in the world either. It's really, yeah. Oh, did you see the Misfits uploaded their fishing video finally?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I was watching it this morning. I was like, man, I've got time to watch this whole video. Got to like 10 minutes before work. I'm like, damn, I've only got fucking 20 minutes left on this video. I can't watch the rest of this.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but when I seen it, I was like, yeah, watching it tonight.
Yeah. So far, it's hilarious.
Of course, it has to be, right?
It always is. It's
always
Misfits.
is. Should we get a frame photo of them doing next to that one?
Oh, we could.
We'll just like take a snapshot of like their wide angle lens with all of them on set.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're half our inspiration, right?
We've got to be as scuffed as them.
We already are. No, not quite.
We just need to incriminate ourselves more, really.
Yeah.
They don't.
There's someone out there writing a big ass profile on those cunts. Eh? Like, one day once this racks up enough, I'll go in.
Surely somewhere.
There's not a hell of a lot that we really do anymore that's incriminating, though. Anything from your past, like any stories you can tell now that wouldn't matter?
It's gone beyond the point. Isn't there like time period or something where you can't be incriminated for something?
Yeah, well, you'd still, like, if we talked about, like, a long time, like 10 years before now, they would also need evidence along with our words.
Yeah.
Because we're more than likely just shit-talking, because we do just shit-talk a hell of a lot.
Yeah. I'm not a stoner.
Once upon a time I was.
Once upon a time
Maybe.
I was. Maybe.
You never know. We quite often talk shit. We talk a lot of shit. And sometimes we don't. So really, who the fuck knows? But
is anything we've said real?
Is anything real? Or is it all inside my head?
We're not going back to this. We've talked about this too many times. We can't keep going back to that one. But
one thing I did hear, though,
on my mind a lot.
What's that?
Is anything real?
Well, I did have this thought, right? Well, I didn't actually have this thought, sorry. I heard this line. And it was someone asking someone else a question, asking them, is this all real or is it all inside my head? And they're like, oh, it's all inside your head.
But it's also real. But
why is that to say it's not real? So, like, regardless if this is real or not, and if it's all inside your head, it's still fucking happening.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Yeah, they said, I was watching a video about the simulation theory, and like, whether or not it's a simulation or not, just be happy that we're here, and just hope if it is a simulation that somebody doesn't unplug us. That's all that, like.
Yeah, or that if we do, we come out of it.
Yeah.
You know, we come back to the other side. Or regardless, though, if it gets unplugged, I really couldn't care less.
I want to see it.
At least I'd know. I just want to know. I don't really care what the outcome is or why any of the reasoning behind anything is, but I just want to know.
When we're dead. I feel we'll know then.
Yeah,
surely.
Because we're either going to know or we're not, and if we don't, then I guess that's our answer.
I guess we spent a lot of time thinking about something that never was actually there. But it was time well spent at the end of the day.
Yeah. we enjoyed it, right?
Yeah.
If we spend all this time questioning like what is to come or why this is, and we, dumb it down to a firm belief of what we think, or many beliefs of what we think.
And if we do find out when we die, or if we don't, well,
yeah, we'll either get to know how accurate we were, or we won't get to know at all.
Yeah, we won't know nothing.
In which case, we will know that, not that we will know, but we will know that this is literally just a fungus growing on a rock. Nothing came with purpose; it just happened, all by coincidence.
Because of a Big Bang.
Yeah, because if it's literally, there's no reasoning, no spiritual level of anything, no religion level of anything. If there is literally none of that, and it is just we reproduce to keep going, and that's the only the sole purpose that humanity's here, that we've given ourselves, is to keep us going.
Is that not the human's purpose? Is to just constantly spread its genes?
It's the only purpose that we can logically come up with. But 90% of people think that there's more to that. There's a purpose that you're actually here, something you can achieve, something that needs to be done that you can do, or a way you need to live to get a outcome of some sort. Which is all the belief lines that people go down. All the ones that we talk about, obviously, all the different things with space and time and realities and stuff. It could literally be anything, or it could just be as black and white as it seems.
Yeah.
So, and we'll know in the end, or we won't know, which in turn we will know.
If we can see what was before the Big Bang, I'll be happy, because then at least I can know that where we came from, because still, can't wrap my head around that we just came out of nothingness, because I guess a human can't comprehend nothingness. Is nothingness black? Is it white? Is it...
Yeah. But what would you do if they did work it out, and all it was the Big Bang happened and created our space inside of a much bigger space, where different spaces get created, and inside all those spaces is billions and billions and billions of fucking galaxies. Universes, sorry. With galaxies. And just each one is different. Space is just another big fucking holder of all these things. Because at the moment, everything just steps up.
Because there is an edge of our universe, and they think, and then it goes,
to the bigger area.
To the multiverse.
Yeah.
Where we exist, but doing something different.
Yeah.
Something slightly off.
Yeah.
I think that goes down to quantum physics or something. Apparently, to quantum physics, from what I heard, I could physically be here, but somewhere in the whole universe, I can pop up for a brief second.
True.
Just because the universe has got a certain amount of patterns and codes and all that shit that I'm going to pop up somewhere else. But I'll never know, but I did. For a brief second, maybe.
Wow.
They're talking about it on the Joe Rogan podcast. So he was so you're saying a Joe Rogan me could pop in space for a brief second and then disappear? Yep.
So what, him himself or another him would pop up for another him?
Be here, but another him would pop up.
Is that why we for a split second may recognize someone that we think we see, and then that person in amongst the crowd, it just isn't there anymore?
It could be, but there'd be such a coincidence that you have them pop up back.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. True.
Look into space, people.
It's interesting.
It
It gets more and more interesting.
Question everything.
Everything. That's the biggest moral on here. Question everything.
I live by that. Just question everything.
That's where the title came from. We're just trying to find the unknown something else. It's because there's something else that we don't know yet.
Yeah.
It's obviously something else from what we already know.
We know a lot of stuff, but there's stuff
that we don't.
know that I feel is important for us to know.
Yeah. It's currently unknown.
We don't know how to find out that information.
Yeah.
Technology, science, human body's not there yet.
Oh man, I want to experience the fourth dimension. That's something I want to do. Yeah. I want to experience it on a more bigger scale, I guess. because like time that we experience it now currently just comes down to the person perceiving it.
Yeah.
It literally could go quicker or slower
Yeah.
depending on how you look at it. It's such a weird thing. I realized, like, obviously time's going to never stop going by. You can't slow it down a great deal, but it does come down to how you perceive time, to how fast it goes, or how fast it feels.
I know a crazy thing. I was watching one of those that YouTube channel that I showed
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
It was talking about cells, and then they were saying so the average person lives to 87 apparently. It's
Mhm.
the average age.
Yeah, that makes
If you
sense.
were to live to that, your cells would have died and regenerated new cells completely 7 times.
Yeah, so you're a completely new person for the 7th time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard that before.
Yeah.
Actually, it's really interesting, eh? The
Yeah,
fact that
and
we do
you're
that.
losing millions of cells a second.
Yep. We're just consistently dying.
And regenerating at the same time. And cancer is apparently a cell that refuses to die and therefore becomes immortal. Because it's a cell that should have died off, but it didn't, and just wants to keep living and becomes cancer, and that's why it spreads.
True.
Yeah, they explain
So
that.
it's immortal until the carrier dies.
Yeah, but it still lives.
Whoa, wow.
They were talking about a lady back in, I think it was the 1957 or something. She had cancer and they cut it out of her, and they're still using her cells to this day for research on cancer. She's still alive and she's been dead for a long time, for like 70 years or something.
Wow.
Still using her cells to this
Cells are still alive.
because cancer just keeps on, just wants to spread constantly.
What a fucking nasty disease.
It
It's
is.
as bad as
And it
cockroaches.
lives in us all the time.
We're born with it, aren't we?
We are born with cancer, and it just
Yeah.
it'll just
Just it depends if it becomes active or not.
I get so scared of cancer.
That's why 1 of 3 of us get
I
it.
I just want to go get checked constantly to know if I got it, but I've never even gone to go check, and I don't even know how you go to check if you got cancer.
Go to the doctors. Go talk to them. Just a receptionist, be like, hey, like I just want to just have a checkup. I'm like curious to whether like I have anything cancerous on me, and just want to make sure I'm okay.
I need to have a full checkup, probably.
Yeah.
Never had one.
I haven't had one in years, but I will one day. Haven't really had a need to at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah, body's weird, man. How come cancer can be immortal but we can't? Can we make genetically copy the part of the cancer cell that doesn't die and scrap everything else about it, and then just turn all of our cells, or add that to all of our cells, so our cells never die, and we just never die.
Maybe we could just become walking cancer and live.
The way to
We could just become
well,
walking cancer.
that's why we can't cure cancer, right? Because it doesn't die, right? That makes sense to me.
That's why they can't find a cure yet. I think
You just got to cut it out.
They did alligator blood or something, and that did it, but it also killed all the other cells as well.
Oh.
Yeah, like they found some things they can. Oh, this is what I've heard.
Yeah, well, so if it can kill cancer, it can kill you.
Bro science.
Yeah.
So, as I've heard, they found that crocodile or alligator blood can cure it, but it also kills the human.
Damn.
Other multiple things that can cure it, but
Yeah.
kills the human.
Yeah, well, if it's that immortal, then, like, whatever's going to be able to kill cancer is going to be able to kill anything else, right? Oh, that is rough. The world is a nasty place out there, the nature. Such a beautiful, nasty place. Guess that's how it's meant to be, though, right? Just by coincidence, that is, that everything is there for a particular reason to, like, may not be, like, a good reason, but everything's there for a particular reason. Keeps the circle of life going. Just it's so coincidental that it turned out like that. That's the only thing I can't get over. That everything led to where we are now, and the fact that we are here now doing this is just insane. I can never. Everything logically says it's just all black and white as it is, and we are legit. It's just here for what. Just keep repopulating, keep doing this, keep going, and nothing else. It's very much just seems like the only logical reason to come up with, but it also seems far too fucking coincidental. Far too coincidental for it to have led to that. Led to where we are. For everything to have worked so well together in turn. Like, how nature just works. If we didn't have bees, we'd be fucked. Like, it baffles me. It's yeah.
Yeah, well, they found like a lot of those Kepler planets and stuff that are like Earth-like planets and everything. And from the pictures that they send out, if they're like actual real pictures, because I know they're black and white pictures and they've got to like mess with the hue to get it properly, but they're showing blue and green. If it's got green on the planet, surely that would
That's
mean
life.
that's life, because that's plants and plants are life.
Yeah.
So this.
Surely.
If there's real and all this stuff, why have they not just come out and said, yes, there's life, now we just need to find out there's,
Intelligence.
I guess they have probably come out and said, we know there's life. I guess we just
There's life on other planets, but there's no intelligence yet.
yeah.
It seems very sad that we're the like standard for intelligence now.
That we think.
At this point.
Well, we think.
Yeah.
How intelligent other animals are.
That's true. At this point in time, we believe that we're most intelligent. Yeah. That is true.
I'd really like to know how intelligent a dolphin is.
That is very true.
If they say that they're smarter than us.
Yeah. They're just stuck in different bodies. Wonder if they have a conscience like we do.
Yeah.
Wonder what has a conscience and what doesn't.
I'm sure an elephant does. It's got memory at least.
Yeah, but the memory's part of the brain, right?
Yeah.
There's a section in the brain where the memory's stored.
Surely things know this, that they're self-aware. Maybe they're not as smart, but surely they know.
Because self-aware leads to emotion, and like the only emotions that animals have, like broader animals like sheep and stuff, like I don't know. Yeah, it's a fair point. I'm thinking in like on a broader scale here. I know people that have got sheep, and sheep give off affection and have a memory bank and so.
I've seen people get cows.
Yeah.
And lions and stuff. Remember, if you've.
So I wonder how much of a conscience these animals do have then. How much their intelligence does go. It is a really fucking interesting thought.
If you've like brought it up from a baby, it's gonna remember you its whole life.
Yeah, because like I've done that with lambs.
And
I've done that with possums.
It's got emotions and everything, so it's got to know that it's alive.
Yeah.
Because they generally know when something's wrong as well. Because my parents thought when something was wrong with her when she ate some poison.
So they've got emotions. They've got obviously got some sort of a conscience and a self-awareness and a memory, but they haven't got the intelligence to fuck with their own natural habits per se. You know, like the animals will hunt other animals because that's what they do. They hunt a certain way. You're like, so like none of them have fought past the point where they can fight that. You can change their ways by like feeding them inside and feeding them cat food for a cat, like instead of them out hunting rabbits and birds. But that's still in there, and they'll still do it naturally. You know, they're obviously not intelligent enough to fight past any of the natural abilities that they do, unlike us that have fought past the majority of them. Interesting. Imagine if they all suddenly did, then it would just fuck up the whole like food chain and life cycle. If all the animals in the world suddenly became as self-aware and as intelligent as us.
And there's peace. You know, this like what that eat humans instead, because they'd realise that we're a problem.
Well, they'll become as much of a problem as us if they started gaining intelligence like us. I feel like the planet should just, like, for the planet's well-being, like it just needs to take its course as nature intended. Cause
which is, I guess, is kind of is, kind of isn't.
Yeah, it still is to a degree, but it also isn't because we've fucked with it so much.
Giving it a helping hand in the wrong way.
Yeah, yeah, a great helping in the wrong way, and so if everything became that intelligent, like, it would really fuck the planet up quicker. It would just come down to the physical ability of each animal.
Imagine if you had a pet and it just constantly talked back to you and refused to do anything for you.
Yeah,
And
they're growing up, they're a teenager, they're fucking real rowdy, always like sneaking out. The cat's not home for fucking 2 weeks on end because it's been out partying on benders. Fucking banging cat.
the cat comes home and it expects that it's a welcome back. No, you can fuck off.
Yeah, you're grounded.
Self-aware, and you can't stop a cat. A cat's gonna fuck you up.
Mm.
A little house cat will fuck a human up.
Yeah, that's it. Most of these animals could fuck us up if they put their mind to it.
Quite easily.
They just can't put their mind to it
I
yet.
don't see a little dog doing it, but because
They'll probably give it its best go.
They don't have claws.
Well, there you go. There's a real basic natural instinct of a dog, like the tiny, tiny dogs that think that they're bigger than anything and can take on anything.
Yeah.
And that's just their natural instinct of those breeds of dog. They can't fight past that at all. But you can train a dog in so many ways, and it can hold emotion towards people that it loves and cares for. So, like, there must be the line between those two is kind of where the intelligence of those kind of animals are, I guess.
Science, biology.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And see, even though like we don't know if we're correct or not, I don't know if anyone will know the answer to that one, but
I don't think people.
based on what we know, we can work it out to that extent. Have I hit of that again?
I'm warning you.
Yeah,
Be
you
careful.
don't need no warning. No, I like the flavour, eh?
It's a nice flavour.
It really is.
I'm gonna have to try them all though,
Oh yeah.
but I don't want to. As I said, I want to stop. I want to try the
This-
flavour. So people have to try buy
This is
them so I
nice.
can try them because I need to stop vaping. I need to give my lungs a break on everything, really.
Yeah. Shouldn't be inhaling things into your lungs, kids.
Only oxygen,
Only oxygen. Even then.
not pure oxygen.
Why does this keep... keeps like lagging. Well, with this rain setting in, I was thinking about it today, we're not going to get much into the bush like we were hoping to do.
There's things called rain jackets. And
I'm not doing that. I'm terribly sorry,
That's you,
but yeah, I don't go outside when it rains.
'cause you're afraid of water.
I'm not afraid of water, I just don't like getting wet.
That's why you put rain jackets on and umbrellas.
Yeah,
You don't get wet.
yeah, but I find it all uncomfortable and a pain. It's much easier to not go out in it, in my mind. I know,
It's boring.
I know,
It's only water.
I suffer from it.
You're made out of water.
I know. We talk about water quite often. But, no, I'm not huge on it. I'll go driving in it. I spent a lot of time in the rain as a kid. I was made to be in the rain a few times, so I guess that's probably why I was so put off of it. I didn't have a choice in a lot of situations, so probably why I hate it now. But I would like to get back out in the bush as soon as possible. I went back out there to do a job today, and like their house is up in the bush a bit, and it's just like, this is so nice, just so beautiful. I want to get out there more, be more at peace.
Well, then change your mindset about rain and uncomfortableness.
I'd go if it was like light rain, but like today's rain, hell no.
Oh, no, I wouldn't go out in today's rain.
I would go out if it's lightly raining, like if it's just spitting, or like light showers. Like, I don't mind if it's a hell of a lot of water, just as long as it's light rain, not like heavy droplets of rain. And they annoy the shit out of me. Yeah.
I don't want to go out in the rain if I have to wear my Gore-Tex big jacket. Because then I know that just absolutely pissing down with rain, and that's why I'm wearing that. But if I can just wear a normal rain jacket that's not as waterproof, but I'm still not getting wet, that'll be fine.
Yep.
And drizzle.
No, definitely something I want to do more.
Or we can go out in a thunderstorm. I'd do that.
It's quite cool. So that would be cool. It would just depend where and how far in for me, and how wet I want to get.
Surely you should be able to find a pretty sheltered spot in the bush somewhere.
Yeah.
Near a big tree.
Yeah, probably at Karapati and be fairly sheltered the whole way. There's a lot of openings that have like full shelter with trees.
Yeah, I reckon even just along where we were walking when I was dipping along
Yeah.
there, I reckon
You go like,
sheltered in there to hang out.
if we walked probably like 5 minutes more past that river,
Yeah.
there's some like huge open areas in amongst trees.
Yeah.
But like just tall trees where the leaves start real high, and then it's just there everywhere, but you've got like a few in the ground, but just there's so much bush that it covers all of it. So like we wouldn't have to walk very far.
Yeah.
Just take our gum boots,
Our red bands.
our red bands. We'll get a couple of red bands. We'll hit up Joe, ask for a couple of red bands.
And just walk through the water.
Hmm.
Just go to hunting and fishing, get one of those, the whole bib things, the overalls, just walk through the water, get the waist deep.
Yep. People out there full driving be like, what the fuck are these coot cunts up to?
Just out in the middle of the water.
Just appreciating nature. That's what we said. We said that. Yeah. We
100% thought we were fucking weird.
he thought we were fucking weird, but the skid he did was sick.
Yeah.
We were walking through the bush where like 4-wheel drives would go, as we were saying last time, and we had this line of jeeps come towards us, so we stepped into the bush to get out the way, and as we did, the last guy that came through stopped. Everyone else just waved and said hello, and then the last guy stopped and was like, "You guys all good?" He's like,
Reversed back.
"Yeah." He reversed back to come talk to us.
Walking and then stopped because he stopped. Oh, this guy's coming back.
Yeah, this guy's coming back.
Somebody's gonna yell at us.
I was like, oh yeah, I was waiting for him to be like, "You guys know this is not a walking track, eh?" Which no, it's not. It is a 4-wheel drive track, but we were just walking up a little bit so we can get to the bush, and then we're going off the track. But the guy asked what we're doing, and my dumb ass fucking turned to him and said, "Oh, we just thought we'd come reconnect with nature and bring a bit more peace back into our lives and shit." And oh my god, I couldn't think on the spot why the fuck we would be out there.
The easiest thing you could have said.
What?
Just go for a walk.
I know. I should have just said that. I panicked. Oh my god, I panicked bad.
You take control of that.
Nah, man.
Like, oh no, okay, I could have saved that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was bad. But it was good though. Ever since then, remember how I was saying like, appreciate everything, appreciate the small things, everything. Since going out to the bush, I've now appreciated so much more of my daily goings. Like I'll drive over the hill 3 times a week, and still every time now, I'm like in the past 2 weeks going over there, and it's so beautiful. So beautiful. It's insane, and like I see it all the time. But it really hit me in the past week or two that I may have seen it every time, but it's still just as beautiful every time.
And now you gotta be in it.
Yeah.
Even more.
Yeah.
You can look at nature and appreciate it. Go into nature and appreciate it more.
That's it, and if you appreciate it, even for just
And
how
then
small it
look
is
at
on
the
such a broad...
small things.
But that's what I was getting at when I was saying that appreciation things. Like, if you do appreciate those small things, when you appreciate nature from afar, and even though you see it every day, if you do, you walk outside and just see the same nature every day. There's a hill in the distance, or you'll drive to work, you'll go through some bushland sort of area, or whatever. You know, like, if you still every day go, fuck, this is beautiful. This is truly amazing. You know, when you do, like, every now and then step into that bush, it's going to be like 100 times more impressive than if you went in there knowing that, oh yeah, I drive past here every day. It's just the same bit of land that I see consistently every day. You're not going to be anywhere near as impressed as when you do go in there and you go, holy fuck, this is so much better than when I drive past it every day. It has lived up to so much more of an expectation.
How far you could get on the Featherston side? Featherston
Featherston.
side. at the bridge if you actually walked up the river, because that river goes all the way to the other
There's a
side.
track just next to the river.
Is there?
Yeah, you know when you go.
Can you walk the whole gully?
I'm not sure how far it goes. I've ridden motorbikes up there before. It's just flat bush for a while.
There's the you got the river here, and then you got the motorbike. Well, I call it the motorbike track.
Yeah.
You can take that track all the way to Karapoti. I mean, not to Karapoti, to Kaitoki.
Yeah.
But I want to know, like, dashing down into the valley.
Oh yeah, through the river. We should go down there. I've been under that bridge before. We should we should hit that. That's not far. 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
I mean, that can be our next spot.
Maybe 10 minutes.
Bridge to bridge, 10 minutes.
Bridge 10
Yeah, but
minutes?
it's 10 minutes from here to the bridge. That's the dumb thing.
Nah,
It's 10 minutes from here to the first bridge.
5 minutes.
15-minute run from here to Featherston.
Fuck that.
That's why I said 20. That's pushing it.
Yeah, 15 minutes from here. Maybe 15 minutes from, like,
The bridge.
I would say from, like, Kaitoki.
Yeah.
And you have to go up the hill.
Yep. From like Timaru from Speedway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to take you like 10 minutes to get to that first bridge from here. Easy. If not more.
And that's if you catch all the lights perfectly and there's nobody anyway.
Yeah. I'll drive so much from just down the road through there. I've timed it so many times. And yeah, it's I normally like, because I just drive over the hill. I don't push it when I'm at work. Sometimes when it's clear, but normally not. So it's like averages between 15, 20 minutes to get over the hill at more peak hour times. And yeah, from here to the first bridge is normally about 10 minutes, 10, 15. 20 if I stop off and get a pie and a blue V. As you can tell, I like my V. We both have the V beanies on tonight. And I've got my V here.
Did you get one today?
No, the promotion only went for 2 weeks.
Oh.
Which is what I worked out. They only went on for 2 weeks, so that's why they literally gave them away, even if you were wearing one when you went in there. So they obviously knew it was a short promotion, get rid of them quickly.
Get rid of them, or you're gonna get thrown out.
Yep. So that's what happened. But most of their promotions go on for ages, but that's normally when they're like air fresheners or keychains. So, well, my friend, it has surprisingly been 57 minutes. Yeah, we're almost at an hour. We've got 3 minutes. What can we ramble about for 3 minutes to make it a whole hour?
I finished Superliminal.
Oh, yeah? What'd you think?
It told me something. I can't remember it right now, but when I was watching, I was like, this is something Violet's told me before she played this game.
That's why when I played it, I was like, oh my god. That's why I love it so much. The game teaches you how to look at things from a better
I
perspective.
got really confused in one spot, like where you walk down and you drop down, and then it's got the elevator there, but it's blocked off, and you got to take the stairs or something, and one side's blocked off, the other side's not. It's got like 4 levels, and for some reason, I spent like a good 10 minutes walking through the same spot, and I was like,
Yeah.
what's going on? And then I don't know what I did. All I did was I walked through a door, turned around, came back through, and and then walked back through, and then like did it a couple more times, and I got to the end of it. I was like, what did I do? I don't know how I figured out. But I did something.
Nice. You like the one where you had to take like the house with the door through the other door to create that paradox? Did that one get you? Yeah.
I was just like,
After me telling you prior to you doing it as well?
Yeah, I didn't understand it because I forgot about you telling me about it. But I saw the thing, so I got that and I made it really big, and then actually no, I made it really small again and put it on the table. And I'm like, if I walk through there, I'm gonna come out there. So it's like really small, interesting. And then I had to Google how to do it because I got lost. And
Yeah.
Reset the level.
Yeah.
That one with the apples, the big apple.
Yes.
You just have to right click.
Yes.
I filled
The-
the whole fucking room
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
And then I right clicked. I'm like, I spent a good 30 minutes clicking.
But what about
Wasted my time.
what about the one where I think it was still the apple and there was the wind, the airflow.
That one.
There was that one, and yeah, you just had to stand up at the top and just click it onto the. I did it too. I spent fucking 30 minutes doing that
There was a
one.
vent on the side up there because on the outside there was a radio that you could change, like, count up to 5 or something.
Yep.
And I thought that was something to do with it.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
No.
There was a vent, and I was, like, built the things up to get there, and I thought I could, like, see, like, a way I could crawl in. Like, okay, so I filled the whole room, built all the way up to the vent. I'm like, no, that's just a texture glitch.
Yep.
And then I was like, I got no clue what to do.
It took me far
I
too
just
long.
filled the whole room with apples,
Yeah.
and I accidentally right-clicked.
Oh, I filled the whole room until the game almost crashed. I filled it so much and the apple stopped moving and I'm just doing this the whole time.
My computer could handle it, but I accidentally right-clicked. I'm like, well,
Fuck.
I figured it out. And if we had have actually played it on Steam, I was going through and getting an achievement that I didn't even realize I was getting, which was pulling all the fire alarms.
That's what I was doing. I knew there would be an achievement.
It was an achievement.
Oh, what about the fire extinguisher?
Yep, that's one as well.
Yep, I did it to
You do it
everyone.
until it runs out or something.
Yeah.
You do all the fire alarms and you do it to every fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
You can change something and then the fire extinguishers will just start shooting fire instead.
Oh, because I did that. I was like, surely there's a reason for this.
Yeah.
Because even in those rooms where your perspective changing was different from normal, like, you know, you had to click the apples and they would alter, or you could, like, only move them or something. Like, it was, or you couldn't move them and stuff. But they were the one things that never changed. You could always.
Some of the switches, if you
Oh, yeah. They started falling.
I at least clicked before a good 30 seconds.
Yeah. I've got a
Surely
double.
This means something, and then I like clicking them like, and then when I found about the right click, I'm like,
Yep. Yeah. No, it's a good game. Superliminal. Go play it, people. Give you a good perspective of reality.
The moon level tripped me out.
I seen the trailer, so I already knew that one was the case. Did you sneak up to the top and find all the lights and shit? So you know how you could get the moon because the windows were open? You can, like, layer the cheese in the moon. So you can go up the cheese, and then onto the moon, and then onto the roof. It's a hidden area. You can't do anything up there apart from play with some lights. There's like, you know how the sky was all night and shit? That's just a projection. It was another alteration of reality. Once you got up there, you could turn off the projectors, and it just became a room again. And then you turned them on, and they were back to being the night sky, as in depth as it was.
But I carried that moon with me. It was cool because it floated as well. So
Yes.
I just carried it with me like, I want to keep this moon. And then I went into elevator and I'm like, bye moon.
It was one of the coolest things you could have because it stayed where you put it in the room. But it was a pain to try and adjust sizes with it because it stayed floating. So your perspective of it was like really odd, you know, for how the game works.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend that game.
One of the pieces on top of the moon, I grabbed that off and then yeeted it and I could not find it again. I was like, where'd that go?
Wherever I could.
Tiny.
Wherever I could in the game, I worked, like, wherever I could see that I could possibly get somewhere, I tried.
Yeah.
So, like, rooms where they had no ceilings, and I would find something to get up and into. I found heaps of hidden areas.
I was trying to find any little bug.
I broke the game a few times. Like, I put shit into areas that they weren't meant to be in, and they just kind of glitched out. But good game regardless. Good. I've actually downloaded the Stanley Parable since, because I wanted to play that. Go find it, people. Superliminal. Fucking good game. And listen to what the narrator has to say.
Yeah.
Dr. Glenn Pierce. I heard it enough times.
Hit the radios. Listen to the radios.
Listen to all the... It doesn't matter if you don't hit them, they still play.
Oh, good.
Yep. I walked away from one by accident and it started playing. I was like, what the fuck? Went back and was like, oh, I missed it. Yep. So yeah, no, you can hear them still regardless.
Well, with that being said,
I think we'll end it here.
follow our socials.
At Unknown Something Else on Instagram and TikTok. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Get the word out there. We're going to be doing the car scene podcast sometime very, very soon, I hope. Which will be interesting. Stay tuned for that one. Probably the longest video on the channel.
If they don't want to get on it, I know Aaron will, but if the other guy...
If Tommy doesn't.
If Tommy doesn't, I'm sure we can still do one and then we can get Tommy on it.
Yeah. That's it. Regardless...
I still want to talk about the car scene.
Yeah, regardless, it's going to be me, Colt, and Aaron on here. It'll be sick to have Tommy on. And regardless, though, if Tommy doesn't want to come on, we've got a few other people that have already been on that would probably happily come on again to do it.
Go bug Tommy for us.
Yeah, everyone that knows who we're talking about, go bug him. Because everybody that knows him knows that he's a very opinionated person about the car scene and thinks very highly of it and clearly keeps it close to him. And I'm sure you would all love to hear what he has to say about it. So with that being said, Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're feeling a bit more calm, a bit more relaxed. Life is literally how you see it, how you perceive it.
And to the 13 subscribers,
We do this for you, man.
do it for you.
We do it for you. Alright, y'all. Have a good one. Be kind. Be safe.
See you on Wednesday.
See you in a couple of days' time. Later, y'all. Yeah, now it's